Hi, thank you for joining us for this episode of Springdale Today. I'm your host, Mary Jordan. Today we're chatting with Har-Ber High School Wrestling Coach Nika West and senior Har-Ber wrestlers Miriam, Pedro, and Lucas Cahill. The Wildcats are chatting with us today before they take the mat at the school's Rumble in the Rotunda wrestling match between Har-Ber and Fayetteville High School. The special event is held in Har-Ber's Rotunda, creating a unique competition environment reminiscent of the sport's Greco-Roman roots. Thank you guys for being here today and making time for us on such an eventful day. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
You know, I'm wondering, wrestling is such an intense sport. How did you guys discover it and really kind of figure out it was a sport for you?
You want to go first?
Yeah, I was in PE first, and Coach West, he was actually my coach for PE, and he just came up to me and he's like, hey, you should join wrestling. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll try it out. And yeah, I'm in it.
And then what grade were you in when you
I
tried
was in sophomore year, yeah.
What about you, Lucas?
So I was a freshman at Southwest Junior High, and it was after football practice one day. Coach West came there and started talking about wrestling. I was like, that sounds interesting, never heard about it. I'd be willing to give it a shot. And then he had some of like the bigger dudes on the team back then. Some of the linemen tried to take him down, and they weren't able to. He took him down to the mat, or to the turf, I should say. And I thought it was interesting. I was like, I'd love to be able to do that, and I think it's another opportunity I could pursue in my life. So I went through with it.
Very good. And was there a moment for either of you where you're like, yeah, this is my sport. I know wrestling's a sport for me?
No, not really. It's just like as time goes on, I was like, oh, I'm liking this. I want to keep doing this,
Yeah.
I would say it's probably my sophomore year. I was hitting a turning point where I was getting good at it. I was winning more matches than that. Had an injury, but then sophomore year is whenever I decided I was like, yeah, this is going to be one of my sport. That's what I'm going to do.
Coach, what is like for you coaching developing athletes here at the high school?
It's rewarding. Rewarding seeing our athletes go out and compete, going out and finding athletes who at first turn the sport down, and then after they think about it, they come out and they want to join. I get emails, is it too late to join? And then seeing them come out and then just really excelling in the sport.
Yeah, and you've watched them both grow as wrestlers. How would you describe Miriam and Lucas as athletes?
They both grown in their own ways. One is just learning how to control themselves on the mat, emotions. Sometimes emotions get high, and we kind of tell athletes when they come off the mat, they get all teary-eyed. Don't let anyone see it. Just go out somewhere, collect yourself, and then come back, and then we can visit and talk. But as far as both of these athletes go, Lucas came in as a freshman, learning the sport. He learned the sport for 2 years, and then as a junior, he finally started finding a starting spot, getting in there, getting more mat time. And that's very important to these athletes, is getting the mat time. Miriam pretty much, she came in and because girls was still relatively new for her at the time, she came in and saw a lot of mat time right away in a weight class that we didn't have very much of. And she's still battling every day. Last year we had a little heartache right at the end. She missed out on state due to an injury at the regional tournament. But so she's bounced back and she's ready to go this year to avenge that disappointment and make it to the state tournament this year.
Nice. What about moments that you're particularly proud of as student athletes? Is there any time, a match or a tournament that you guys participated in that you're particularly proud of?
When I got my first place last year, but it was a JV tournament, but I was still pretty proud of myself.
For me, I'd say it was my first ever match because it was just eye-opening what I need to work on and just what I need to work up to, and just continue the feed, the drive to just get better and better every day. And probably just making it state last year was the biggest accomplishment so far.
That's awesome. And now we're here before a special event today, Rumble in the Rotunda. Coach, what can you tell us about this event and why Har-Ber hosts this annually?
It started 10 years ago, and probably longer than that in development. Dr. Brackett, who is a former principal here at Har-Ber High School, came up with the ideal, and I kind of thought about it, mulled it over, and then all of a sudden I just ran with it and said, hey, let's do it. We tested our mat one evening and just make sure it could fit in the rotunda, and it did perfectly. Then we set it up. We started rumbling the rotunda, and our fans, our parents, were able to line up the stairs. They were able to stand up top, and it's like looking down at the gladiators as they were wrestling or fighting back in the Roman times.
That's so cool. And tonight's also senior night, right?
It is senior night tonight, so we're honoring 14 seniors, counting boys and girls tonight.
And Miriam and Lucas, have either of you ever had a chance to participate in Rumble in the Rotunda before?
Yes, last year.
What was that like?
I had fun. I liked the spotlight on me. I thought that was pretty cool.
What about you, Lucas?
I participated last year as well. I really liked it. We got to wear the black singlets for the first time. The atmosphere is just great. Everyone's surrounding you, and it's just like you have the spotlight shining on you when you walk to the mat as well as your walkout song. It's just a lot of different atmosphere. It's just like gets you pumped and ready.
Your walkout song, do you guys each have your own specific? What are they? I'm dying to know now.
Right now?
Yeah.
Oh, mine's Pour Some Sugar on Me.
That's Def Leppard, right on, right on. What about you, Lucas?
Mine's Ooh. I forgot the artist, but just like a Christian R&B rap that I've really found and grown close to.
Nice. And what about senior night? How is that special for you guys tonight?
Well, it's our last year wrestling, our home duel too. I'm excited.
Same thing. It's like last year. It's like last opportunity to wrestle here. Go against Fayetteville. It's like they've always been a big rival for me, especially the football aspect. But it's like get to come here on our own home turf. We just get to hand it to them.
Well, and the season's still going on, right? What's the season look like for the team this year, Coach? Is there any players that we need to keep, please forgive me, any wrestlers we need to keep an eye on?
We have several different wrestlers. I personally think that we can qualify quite a few girls for the state tournament. I think we can be in double digits as far as qualifying. There's 14 weight classes, so I think we can qualify 12 to even 14 weights this year on the girls' side. On the boys' side, I think that they will qualify quite a few numbers. Last year, I think they had 6. I think this year they could probably look at 8 to 10 qualifying on the boys' side this year.
Any matches in particular that you're looking forward to this year?
Not in particular. They all battle well in their own way. And each and every wrestler brings something special to the team. And so you can't really just pinpoint one specific because they're all unique and they all bring something, like I said, something different to the mat.
And Miriam and Lucas, you guys are kind of in the downhill slope here with your senior year. What are your plans for after high school?
Probably go to community college. There's this college called Bright Waters. It's for like culinary,
Yeah, and you talked about maybe being a baker or pastry chef, something like that. Brightwater is amazing. I really hope you get to go out there and experience it. It's very super cool. What about you, Lucas?
I'd like to continue to pursue and become an electrical engineer and possibly going to wrestling college. Just continue looking into it, and maybe I'll find the right ones just between me and God.
And Miriam, you were saying that you thought that high school might be the end of your wrestling career, so to speak, yeah?
Possibly, yeah.
Possibly, maybe not though. You never know what may be in store for you. So one thing I like to do when we're wrapping things up with athletes at the end of an interview is just kind of ask you some quick fire questions. And Coach, I hope you'll answer too.
Sure.
Okay, so it's just gonna be a series of just maybe 5 fun, quick answers, all right? First thing that pops into your head. Okay, so how do you feel up for a match? What's the go-to food for you guys before you wrestle?
A salad.
Anything that's inside, that could be like gummies, banana, honey, pudding, yogurt, hamburger, cheeseburger, or
So you're
pizza.
a teenage boy, basically.
I like to eat.
What about you, Coach?
Granola bar. And I'd go with the honey as well. Something that gave me a quick little burst of energy. and then of course water.
I'd never heard of using honey for that reason, but I'm glad for it. What is a surefire way for you guys to get pumped up for a match?
I don't know. I just.
Maybe your
I guess-
song?
Yeah, possibly, maybe.
I just pray about it, and then I just walk around and I say Bible verse in my head. But then also, like right before I get on the mat, I think that this man's like trying to attack my family, or he's trying to like put my head in a bucket of water and drown me.
And so you're going to prevent that from happening.
Yes.
Good for you. What about you, Coach?
Now, it's kind of funny. Back when I wrestled, of course, we didn't have the iPods or the wireless stuff. I had a Walkman, and so I'd always listen to Pat Benatar, I Am the Warrior, every time before I stepped out on the mat.
We're dating ourselves here with our song choices. What about away matches? What are your favorite part about going to an away match?
The bus rides.
Why the bus ride?
I just like chilling in my own seat, just listening to music, be on my phone. Yeah.
What about you, Lucas?
I agree. I like the bus ride. It's always fun with the guys, just talk, listen to music. But it's also, I like the aspect of going in somebody else's house and just like taking away from them and like.
Lucas is a competitor, huh, Coach?
Yes, he is, absolutely. One thing I like on away trips is our student athletes try to make it our home event. They get loud and they cheer on each other, and we try to out-cheer the home team.
Right. Well, there's something to be said, intimidation with the sound, right? Being warriors. So would you guys rather have a blowout match or a hard-won match? Like, would you rather destroy your opponent or be one where it was really hard and it was hard to win it?
Blowout.
Blowout?
I kind of like the aspect of both. I like the ongoing like fight, but it's like I also like probably like a hard, good match, but like where you ultimately destroy your opponent at the end.
I'm kind of with Lucas. I like both from the aspect of from coaching. If it's a blowout, I like it if we wrestle well. If we don't wrestle well, but it's still a blowout, it's kind of discouraging a little bit because we still have to go back and work on some things. But also the excitement of a close match, of a 1-point duel, or the excitement is there. And win or lose, those are fun to be in. Obviously, you want to win, but it's still fun to be in.
All right, and so our last quickfire question. How do you guys celebrate a big winner match?
Go out and eat.
Yeah, we usually go out to eat. The guys' tradition is after every duel, we go to Taco Bell and then spend a bunch of money there. And it's like everyone pigs out, I'd say, because we all gain like 10 pounds and we have to lose in 2 days.
I'd be right with you there, Taco Bell.
I've got the same routine. Win or lose, I go home, sit in my recliner, and I look at track wrestling and look at the matchups and just think about it in my head what happened, what went wrong, what went right, what can we do better. So whether win or lose, I do the same thing every day, every time.
Consistency. This has a lot to the season, too. All right, guys, is there anything that I haven't thought to chat with you about today that you'd like to mention? Anything that I didn't think to consider?
No, I think you touched all topics and aspects of the sport. Really, I appreciate you taking your time to come and interview us.
I'm grateful. What about you guys? Anything to add?
No, we appreciate the time, the opportunity to come and just talk about wrestling, talk about Rumble the Rotunda. We've never had the experience in the 10 years to just really discuss the background and why we do it and where it came from.
Yeah, we're excited to see it, and we appreciate you guys squeezing us in because I know you absolutely squeezed us in. You can catch this and previous episodes of Springdale Today on YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram, and listen to the podcast on iTunes, Spotify, or your favorite podcast app. Thank you for joining us for this conversation, and we look forward to seeing you next time on Springdale Today.
Springdale Today is a production of the Springdale Public Schools Communications Office.
The podcast is hosted by Mary Jordan and is produced and edited by Micah DeLacy.
Be sure to subscribe to Springdale Today for free on your favorite podcast platform.
And don't forget to follow Springdale Today on social media for episode updates
and behind-the-scenes conversations.
Thank you for listening. We hope you join us in the future as we continue to learn about the amazing stories happening in Springdale today.